Sorry guys, my iPad went to sleep there. Anyways, so as I was saying, the North Node is what is meant for you, it is your destiny. And I suppose the lesson when we look at the South and the North Node is that in order to have what is meant for you in the North Node, you have to, via experience or meditation or growth or whatever, consciously step out of the comfort zone and familiarity of the South Node. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have whatever your South Node is, but you need to be able to integrate the necessary parts of that and the good parts of that into your life while consciously leaving behind any old, comfortable, but no longer serving you patterns from your South Node in order to achieve that pinnacle of your full sun sign and your North Node, which are your dreams, your truest self, your authenticity, your sense of power. So the South Node is a really important point, and the North Node is it's the North Star. It's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So, for example, my South Node is in Cancer, which among other things has lots of lessons about care, about protectiveness, about maternity, these sorts of things. So in order to have my North Node dreams and aspirations, I had to consciously step away and let go of any patterns of caretaking for others that were only ever going to keep me down, because I had learned over several lifetimes and even the first few years of my life everything there was to know about caretaking for others, everything there was to know about people overstepping boundaries, everything there was to know about, you know, being a martyr or a savior or any of those things. There's nothing else for me to learn in that respect. So what I took with me was compassion, was sisterhood, was all those sorts of things, but I had to consciously let go of giving myself worth or counting my achievements as who I could save and who I could support and being a martyr and a savior and all these sorts of things. Because in this lifetime, it was only going to stop me achieving my North Node dreams and potential. So whatever your South Node is where you have to sort of have a bit of a think about what patterns happen in my life that I just don't need anymore, because this is what you're meant to release and not have to deal with past a certain point in this lifetime. So that's good news. I mean, look at the low side of whatever sign and house your South Node falls into and be like, hooray, this means I get to leave this behind. The North Node is, sometimes it feels too big, sometimes it feels like we don't quite fit there yet, but this is our highest point. So the more authentic and powerful we become through our sun sign, the more meaningful and available our North Node dreams are. This is what we're meant to have or be. So this is where success basically in this lifetime is guaranteed. But in order to do that, you need to be fully authentic, which is your sun and your ascendant, which is your identity that you're growing into and the way in which you present and communicate that to the outside world, which is your ascendant. So I hope all that makes sense. In short, sun is your long-term identity that you're growing into. It's a journey, okay, so you don't need to master it. You don't need to, it's very limiting sometimes. I mean, I'm a Capricorn. We are apparently supposed to be cold and heartless and ruthless and ambitious, and I'm the opposite, but I am growing into over time, and I'm comfortable growing into over a period of life, over a period of a lifetime, I suppose, of all of the positive Capricorn lessons of wisdom, of guidance, of spirituality from experience, you know. That's the sun sign. Our ascendant is our personality, how people see us, how we perceive other people, how we can best present ourselves. Our North Node is our destiny. Our South Node is our karma. So those are the four pinnacles of our identity. And to use the analogy that I used from last week about the plant, you know, I was talking about as our natal chart is you know, like the tag, if we're a pot plant coming from a shop, the natal chart is the tag sort of saying where we grew and what we need to be nourished and whatever. So our sun sign, using this plant analogy, would be what we are. So, okay, we're a tree, or we're a shrub, or we're whatever. So we come out as a little seedling. Our sun is like, this is what this seedling is going to grow into. So at the moment it looks like a pile of dirt, it doesn't look like anything, but it will grow into being a rose bush. Our ascendant is what type of growth we are. So, okay, we're going to be a camellia rose. So a camellia rose is treated a certain way. It grows in certain conditions. People use it for this and for that. They grow it in certain temperatures and only in certain parts of the world. So people will respond to it differently than they would a cabbage. Okay? And our south node is the soil that we grew in. So we can't stay in that little pile of soil forever. We're going to need to be transplanted to a garden or to a bigger pot or to something in order to be what we are meant to be. Otherwise we just become shriveled and withered. It might be comfortable there for the meantime, but we just wither. Our north node is whatever beautiful thing we're meant to be. So you are this lovely camellia rose, which is your sun sign and your ascendant. You grew in a patch of dirt in someone's garden, which is your south node. Your north node is being in a bride's bouquet or in the Chelsea garden show. You know, it's like this is the highest point that you can achieve in your life that's meant for you. And this is why you're here. To be beautiful, to be growthful, to be appreciated, loved, adored for who you are specifically. So, I hope all that makes sense today. I will obviously include some notes, keywords, all that kind of thing, a few journal exercises. Anything you want to know, just pop it in the forum below or send me a wee email. So, enjoy the week and we will speak soon. Bye!